Have you been tracking every buzz around Ford Field this spring? Can you feel the electric anticipation building in Lions country as whispers emerge about a savvy veteran locking down his spot for 2025? Are you ready to uncover why Detroit's aerial attack might be on the brink of a seismic shift? Hello, and welcome to Lions News Fan Report, where we deliver every pulse-raising update straight to you, the heart and soul of Detroit Lions fandom. Before we jump in, drop a like and subscribe to Lions News Fan Report so you never miss an insider scoop on our pride of the NFC North. Rumor has it that veteran wideout Tim Patrick is officially re-signing with the Lions on a one-year pact worth up to $4 million, ensuring he remains a key piece of Jared Goff's arsenal. But what does this deal really signal for Detroit's offensive blueprint? Is Patrick poised to be the X-factor who turns our red zone woes into triumph? Stay tuned because the implications run deep. Last season, Tim Patrick chipped in 33 receptions for 394 yards and found the end zone 3 times, all while battling nagging injuries that limited his downfield explosiveness. Yet, every time he stepped onto the field, Patrick showcased a knack for carving out soft spots in coverage and delivering picture-perfect blocks that sprung David Montgomery on critical runs. Now, picture this. Patrick, fully healthy and revitalized, operating as the dependable veteran presence behind Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. Could this trio transform Detroit's passing game into a pulse-pounding weapon? Let's rewind to 2024's draft night, when the Lions opted not to use a first-round pick on a receiver, choosing instead to bank on Patrick's veteran savvy alongside the electric Jameson Williams. That gamble had its ups and downs. Williams flashed game-breaking speed but struggled with consistency, and Patrick emerged as the reliable chain mover. Now, with Patrick locked in, does this hint that Detroit's brass plans to redirect draft capital toward shoring up the defensive front or bolstering the secondary? Some league insiders believe that because Patrick excels not only as a route runner but also as a willing blocker on jet sweeps, the coaches can dedicate their focus elsewhere. But can we truly trust that without adding a rookie receiver, depth will hold if Patrick's fragile history resurfaces? Consider Jared Goff's perspective. Last year, Goff often leaned on Patrick's veteran instincts to convert third and medium situations, maintaining offensive rhythm when pressure mounted. Now, imagine an offense where Goff fakes a handoff, then sends Patrick on a clever double move. Would that unravel opposing defenses? Picture defensive coordinators chewing their fingernails over film study, searching for schemes to contain a surge of multi-level route designs featuring St. Brown, Laporta, and Patrick, all threatening from different depths. Could this be the precise wrinkle to catapult Detroit's red zone efficiency from merely respectable to downright elite? Of course, durability remains the elephant in the room. Patrick's career has been marred by injuries that hampered his vertical speed and downfield burst. But word from Lions medical staff suggests his off-season training in Detroit was meticulously tailored to fortify his lower body and keep him on the gridiron. Is it possible that new conditioning protocols have already given him an edge over last year's rehab timeline? Fans have been dissecting his social media, clipping cone drills, filming lateral shuffle sessions, and even posting sled pushes inside the Lions facility. Are these signs that Patrick is not only rehabbing but reinventing himself? Could he hit the ground running in Week 1 without missing a beat? Now, let's talk scheme. Dan Campbell and his coaching cadre have coveted a versatile playmaker who can line up inside and outside, someone who can seamlessly shift from route running to down blocking in a heartbeat. Last December, Patrick executed a perfect seal block on a screen pass against Green Bay that sprung Montgomery for a 20-yard romp, effectively sealing Detroit's playoff berth. If Patrick remains a dual threat in 2025, could the Lions design more jet motion packages and RPOs that leverage his blocking prowess to spring off tackle runs? Some offensive analysts argue that calling him just a number 3 receiver undersells his football IQ, Imagine Patrick lining up as a pseudo tight end in heavy personnel packages to create mismatches against linebackers. Could this be the innovation that catches defenses flat-footed on 3rd and goal? Already, fans are hashing out scenarios on forums. If Tim Patrick is in full bloom by Week 3 against the Vikings, could that breakout performance be the catalyst for a midseason surge? Others counter, what if Patrick's return is delayed, and Detroit is forced to lean on underclassmen or journeymen in critical moments? The speculation is electric, because in Lions country, any hint of uncertainty about our weapons generates more buzz than any actual game day play. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe to Lions News Fan Report so you never miss an update on Detroit's climb to glory. In this second chapter, we dig into how Tim Patrick's re-signing could reshape the Lions' entire identity and set the stage for a thrilling 2025 season. First, let's consider Jared Goff's chemistry with Patrick under center. With Amon-Ra St. Brown drawing the primary coverage and Sam Laporta commanding red zone looks, Patrick suddenly becomes the ideal safety valve, someone Goff can trust on quickouts or seam routes when the pocket collapses. Imagine a 3rd and long scenario. Goff's eyes dart from Laporta in tight coverage to Patrick sneaking behind a linebacker on a slant. Could this hidden connection become Goff's go-to move in clutch moments? Some offensive coaches whisper that Patrick's awareness in finding linebacker soft spots elevates this entire passing game, creating opportunities for explosive gains when defenses least expect it. Next, think about schematic wrinkles. Dan Campbell loves versatility, and Patrick's ability to shift from an outside receiver to a pseudo-tight end in a heartbeat gives the play callers limitless options. We could see Detroit employ more 2 tight end sets where Patrick lines up next to Laporta, tricking opponents into thinking it's a heavy run package before unleashing a play-action bomb downfield. Or picture a jet motion. Patrick flies across the formation, drawing a defensive back's attention, then releases on a wheel route out of the backfield. Is it possible that these creative packages could give Detroit the edge in critical divisional matchups, especially against teams unprepared for such deceptive alignments? Moving on to team morale, Patrick's presence in the receivers' room reportedly has been electric. Younger targets like Jamison Williams and Enmoni Blair have sung praises of Patrick's mentorship, how he tirelessly stays after practice to polish their techniques, how he breaks down film to reveal subtle defensive cues. Could his leadership be the secret ingredient that transforms a group of promising talents into a cohesive, fearsome unit? Word is that veteran linemen have noticed this camaraderie, feeding back to the defense that when the offense clicks with Patrick at the seams, the entire team's confidence surges. Some insiders even argue that Patrick's locker room voice is as valuable as his on-field contributions, helping to forge a championship mindset. Now, here's the most exciting part. If Tim Patrick blossoms into the kind of clutch performer we've been missing, could Detroit's offense vault into the top 5 league-wide? Could late-game comebacks become the norm rather than the exception? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This re-signing is more than just another contract. It's a declaration that the Lions mean business, that every piece matters, and that no one should be surprised when Patrick becomes the catalyst for Detroit's rise. So, what do you think? Will Tim Patrick live up to this hype and become Jared Goff's unsung hero? Or do you see him battling through lingering issues and forcing the coaches to pivot mid-season? Drop your predictions in the comments below. I can't wait to see your insights, and remember, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and stay tuned here on Lions News Fan Report for every pulse-pounding update. Thanks for watching, Lions Country. Let's roar into 2025 together.